All right, let's see. Hello, hello. On. Let's get started today. Let me connect to my accounts and we'll see what happens today. Good morning, good afternoon. Dude, these London lows looking pretty good if we can flip, but we're so strong bullish right now with no intention to go lower. Made it hourly here at that 10 a.m. candle. Filled it to push it higher. If this gets flipped, this is the only reason where I'll be playing aggressive shorts if this gets inverse by 2 p.m. What a move up. Start of the week on Monday. I didn't trade Asia last night because Super Bowl. If you guys were watching that, I had money on the Super Bowl with the squares that um, people in FinTwit did. Didn't win it though. Four squares for 250. Missed all of them. It was a 4% chance I get one, but yeah. So nothing on Asia, and then for AM, I had a dentist appointment. My last one, so I should be cleared for a long time, except like regular cleaning now. But now we're first thing opened up for PM so far. Start cooking today. So what are we looking at? Are we still looking at higher? Where to? We might be going for at least the high of the run, and then ideally all the way up to 967 if that's what it was target. I still want to see it shoot for more lows before move delivering higher. We have CPI and PPI. Let me check the dates again. Is it Wednesday, Thursday, or is it Tuesday, Wednesday? Jerome Powell testifies tomorrow. Then Wednesday with CPI, followed by PPI Thursday. So, yeah, Monday and Tuesday, we don't really have too much news drivers going around. We're just pushing up. I don't like longs right now at the moment. I need to see a sweep first. I'm surprised they didn't want to really. This is the hourly favor I got retraced as well as the 15 here. So I like longs. I like longs. Especially if we get a closure above, we get eternal sweep and flip back up. I'll try to look for longs. Bullish on most time frames right now. But hopefully we can get a trade set up. I didn't even really like too much of the AM price action either, because what usually happens here, we can look at Asia, an overnight session. Um, we basically wicked down very aggressively and then filled this whole gap, and after that just grind it up continuously, where you don't really have entry function after this push up here. If you got in, you just keep on riding, but no clear entry, and just kept on grinding up. And London as well just held these lows surprisingly. Look at these lows here. Just held these lows, and then just grinded up every chance it gets. With New York AM just continuing price action. Yeah. Desi's in Taiwan for this week, by the way. He's gonna be gone, and then once he comes back, we're gonna run back the usual London session, and we're gonna finalize it as well as try to finalize the Asia time. For now, we'll just see. So far, just grinding up. Still like longs. We have some relative highs here. If we sweep this, even then, like I don't know what an entry function will be. Yeah, dude. Desi went to Taiwan to learn the session there. He's gonna study London and Asia there. Yeah, but seems like we did get a retrace in this 5 here, going higher. Every retrace has been working, as well as the inversion flip here. We could see this as a BPR. And we've just been moving higher, so there's no reason to try shorts right now. We're just that bullish. A little SMT here though with NQ, you can see on the 5 here with ES already moving higher and NQ moving lower high. I want to see if this delivers a breaker. I'll mark this as a ES breaker here. If we retrace back inside, we have an entry function there on this 5 minute here for ES sake. So we're still bullish bias. Trump still was assigned a bill any second. Holy crap. Like, within the next 5 minutes, should I be worried about that? At 1 p.m. He's a little late. 25% tariff on unicorn entries. Yeah. Aluminum still. He's getting tariff on everything. Nothing safe anymore. Can you watch the signing live? I have no idea. Even though, like, if you watch it, like, you're not really gonna get much out of it. What's that gonna do for you? This is so bullish though. Keeps on pumping. Been getting my ass handed to me since he stepped foot into the White House. For the most part, it's been like as long as you stay on the bullish side. I think most of Trump news has been pretty bullish, minus like I guess the big tariffs that have like a big reaction for that moment. But these pumps have been coming back every drop. Can't be trained with a hard stop. What are you gonna Oh, without. Oh yeah. I was gonna say, like, are you gonna trade with a mental stop? Get stopped like for like 100 points. You get killed with this mental stop. Not much setups happening right now, to be honest. I want to see something more in this. We did sweep some internals. We have some relative highs here. I'm leaning bullish still. So longs could work. Just not a clear entry function right now. Let's see this reaction with a signing. Sweep the internal lows, push higher. We should just push higher. Not a good risk reward for longs at the moment though, but if you want to get quick scalp, look for this to just place higher and pulse through it. There's that displacement. I think we're just gonna just slowly grind up to these highs. Nothing saying otherwise at the moment. We set these lows. I'm playing some on evals for longs, but nothing worthwhile yet. Try to lean with bias. I still, with a clear long entry function, if we're bullish bias, high frame alignment, I want to just quick sweep, internal sweep, and then flip back up. Let's see that Trump signing, man. Where at? Just know if you're trading PM, you want to wait for these setups to come to you and anticipate price action. Right now, you just want to let things play out. Best thing is always to lean with bias. Bias upside. Want to see if we get any sweep, any internal retrace, which we did here, very slightly. Just back and forth right now. There's a flip here. Did we take that internal high? No, we just made a relative high. What the heck? Interesting, interesting. Still look at this as a potential here. We did it by 1 tick. Was it NQ? Like minis? Minis for me is a straight closure at 73 right now. Right now, I have a lot of counts just I just have a lot of accounts waiting for the live transition. I have TickTickTrader still waiting. I signed some documents. They said like I signed it incorrectly. I signed it again. I signed it again. Waiting on them now. It's a little loops. TradeFi. I'm not sure with that. It's gonna be anywhere from now to end of February, and also TopStep. TopStep. It's been like I think 3-4 days, 5 days. It's the shortest time. At least TopStep is very, very quick to move, the quicker one to move live, but it usually takes like 1 or 2 weeks still. Are you sick? No, I just had a dentist appointment today. My last one. It was a root canal last time, and they crowned today, and it should be good now. I don't think I need to do anything other than like a checkups routine, like 6-month checkup or cleaning. I mean, but there's like a tooth that's been bothering me like since I think November. It's because I haven't been keeping up with my checkups for years when I was stuck in trading and while I was in college. I neglected them, even though I floss and brush. I think there was a cavity that I had as a child or in the past that it was filled, but it opened up, and since I didn't have a checkup, it just got worse and worse over time, and then started feeling pain through it, and now I got this procedure to fill it up completely. Yeah, I regret a lot of things. I wish I just kept it up to date. There's no excuses, even though you're like so busy in trading or school or doing both. I should always have time to do it because health is first. Health is always first. Just fill it with gold. No. Considering these props are moving people to live, is it even worth investing in copy trading if they consolidate counts and transfer? That's the thing. Before they transfer you to live, they'll get you. You're able to just rack up a lot of balance with sim. So like for Top Step, like they're not gonna move you to live, and like usually it's like 10,000 up per account, as well as like consistent rule. So I mean that's like 50,000 balance already. So like each of my live transition, I already have like a very healthy balance. Um, Even for like Tradeify, I have like 30, 40,000. Tick Tick Trader I have 30,000. Top Step, Top Step. I've been withdrawing because they at least I appreciate Top Step. They give you an opportunity to withdraw some of your balance, so it's like your hard earned profits already. Right? It's even though Sim, while they're switching live, you can take half of it right there. So I do like that. I do like that a lot. I do floss. It's just a cavity that was open and I had no supervision on it for a long time. That's like one of my pet peeves, like to floss every night. So that's a common misconception with live accounts. Like, why not just take the whole balance? Most live accounts for prop firms, they don't let you do that. So and they don't also. I mean, some prop firms may give you the opportunity to like decline live, but usually that follows up with being banned from the firm completely. So that let's say you end up failing the live or losing all the balance after like good withdrawals and because it's trading. Like there's gonna be one time where you can't just keep on milking them on a live count, like withdrawing consistently. Even my top set, I think I transferred like 10,000. I withdrew like about 15,000 during my live, and eventually there was a very low balance, and I lost it, which I'm happy with the performance because like I made more money on the live and withdrawals than I started with. So it's a pipe dream to just think of like withdrawing endlessly. But with that being the case, like I wouldn't want to be banned from the firm, especially with a good firm I like. Let's say Top Step gives you the opportunity to withdraw your money. I wouldn't take it because if that means getting banned from the firm, never flossed my entire life, never had a cavity. That's good. I just only have cavities when I don't have like dental cleaning for a long time. Even if I keep up to date with my teeth on my own, it just happens. They'll give you the option to withdraw your funds and they'll ban you after. See, like each firm has their own rule set. There's one firm that lets you do that. I think ETF did that. Maybe other firms let you do that, but it varies. Like some firms don't even give you the option to, so I can't even speak on that. Um, but yeah, Top Step, they move you live. You're able to get 50% of your profits right away, which is nice. Still no daily withdrawals though. I still don't know why they can't just do daily withdrawals. It's odd to me. Who else is checking their teeth now? Pro tip though, or like kind of like a relatable advice that I regret. Maybe you guys shouldn't. If you guys haven't had a dental cleaning or neglected because you're busy with work or trading or whatever, you gotta book whatever appointment you can with your local dentist. Get that checked up, and it will cost you much less money with any procedure that you need to do, just with a quick checkup and cleaning. I just have regrets, man, but still young. Now it's a lesson learned. Now I'm up to date with all the things with my doctor appointments, health, anything health related. You sacrifice some of your health, maybe because you're staying up all night, doing whatever, grinding, not worrying about your health there. But in the future, I want to change that, and I've been trying to change that now. Dude, what is this slow chop? At least we took the high. I'm willing, if we get some displacement, maybe even this 5-minute fair value gap, I would play for shorts. Yeah, price action for PM is not looking good so far. It's just mainly because look what happened with Asia. Look what happened with London, and then look what happened with New York. It's just straight up movements, no retracements for the most part. We had this flip here, which I do appreciate. This is that BPR. Like if I was here for lunchtime, I would probably look for longs here and target the buy side. But right now, from 1 p.m., we don't really have much to play with. It looks like we want to start flipping because we have some lower highs at every opportunity here. Just got cooked thrice in the AM session after a 3-day win streak last week, lost all confidence. That's the thing, man. Like with trading, you want to pick your battles very, very, very carefully. Because if you had a streak, let's say you said you had a 3-day win streak, and you got killed today, that's because today wasn't the price action that you should be trading. Pick your battles very carefully here. We're starting to get a breaker here, and we have some low resistance. I'm actually liking to play this for shorts here. We just retrace the 1 minute and respect it. It's more of a short scalp. Try to play or stop previous high. With this closure of this breaker here, let's see this play through. I'm just gonna only alert if there's a clear setup that I like to share to everyone. But this is a good scalp opportunity, at least to take out this this internal low here. First internal low, which would break this low resist liquidity. See if we can get some displacement down. For this to flip also, I did want to see this buy side taken. We did an equal high, and then we took another leg up. Now we're creating like somewhat of a 3-drive pattern with low resistance going downside. It's premature, but this is starting to look like a at least it doesn't have to be a complete reversal, but just like I look for a push down to take these lows out. That could be for us to move lower inside of this ES here, possibly back to this 5-minute support area, the PD ray, and then for move higher. Let's look at 15 here. Yeah, we also have a 15-minute fair value gap on ES. This does telling me we're going lower, so I'm trying to play this short here, see where this takes us. It's not that high quality because we're still, it's like more of a counter scalp, but if we take this low, I'm just gonna put break even and let that run. And then my stop would be more so at the top of the breaker here, which is about like 8 points. That's my hard stop. But if it just slowly grind up and no reaction off the breaker, I'll just like kill the trade earlier. We must take 900 first. This is more of like, it could be a quick scalp. Whether this does get break even, okay, we just clean that up. Straight back up here. We took the internal low. That was like a quick wick for something, but not much to play by. We even want to go for a retrace back to this 15-minute here. I had 65, that's mine, but I just got break even right there. So if we take this entire low, I set break even at 65 again. I didn't take any TPs either, so there's a break even stop trade right there. Unfortunate, but next, I'm just gonna look for the next setup. I wanted to let this trail though, so like ideally, it just takes it and it keeps on pushing down and down. And it all the way to the 50-minute support area here, so it'd be like another 20 points down, but we're showing some. What do you think about the halftime show? I just, all I was looking at was the what do you call it? the squares I had, the 4 squares. If you saw Brett Simba, he came on the other day. He talked about the squares. I had it's 250 a square. I put a 1,000 in. I didn't get a win on them. I was praying. I was like, let me get one, just for the fun of it. Yeah, I do like this. If we get a strong displacement through this low, the sell side will be open 817. I can see us really displacing down. Until then, like any short is more counter trend. We're still bullish, very, very bullish. TradeFi is going to give 40% off. Just, oh, let me see. Oh, it's 1 per customer. I mean, you can try with the code, but usually those flash sale is not part of the deal. I mean, yeah, try it right now. Is it active already? Expires midnight. This breaker's still valid right now, looks like. It's so slow, man. They really upped the prices for the 150Ks. Now the 25K makes sense, as well as the 50. Look at the price point now. Let me see if it's the right discount. I don't know if it is. Yeah, no, it's only a flash sale for that. I tried it. So still very, very tight right now. I'm just gonna wait for the next setup. Valid long, it's not long yet. If we did get a strong push and start turning back up, that would be an invalid long. Right now, we're still respecting this breaker as well as fair value. So this unicorn is still in play right now. For those who are still looking for shorts here. There is a ES 15-minute breaker for value at foreign. 12:45. Yeah, is it this here? I don't know if we're in the same time zone. Mine's 11:45. If this is what you're talking about. This is kind of the same thing with the 5-minute, which I'm referencing. 5 minutes is easier to demonstrate this. I still like this here. He is so bullish, and we create structure here. And I wanted this low here to just tap inside, like 2 more points lower, and that would have been ideal. So right now, we're kind of hands off here. What the heck? Is My Fun FX rebranding? What the hell? Why they rebrand My Fund of FX to C Crest Fund? Is that gonna be with My Fund features as well? I'm so confused. Why did they do this? Do they just want to make a completely different, like they don't want to have any relation whatsoever now? We have the closure here. Even without the closure, we're already showing the demonstration of what a breaker represent. We would sweep this high already, right after the buy side liquidity, and this previous low with some liquidity resting liquidity, the low resistance. We have this closure here, even though it's a very slight closure. It's even without it. Let's say close on it, I would still count this because it has qualification of a breaker. And then we have a fair value beside, which is the unicorn here. So this is still holding down here. I'm just a little bit iffy about this wick down. Like, I want to see this just close below, but in a tight range with PM so far, guys. If you are able to, we're gonna rock with Asia stream. I'm open to everyone for now, and then when we have the merge with a different with Desi Discord and create a new group, then we'll figure out more of a strict schedule on it. But for now, I'm just chilling. 8 p.m. Eastern time to midnight. I'm gonna be looking at it daily. So we're gonna start today. Last night I wasn't on Asia because of the Super Bowl. And we'll see what happens. It's a very different trading style with Asia, but still works here. All right, I kind of want to see another closure down. I think we only have one closure here so far. If we get a strong closure and continue pushing, I want to see this lows get wiped out. Why don't you stream New York AM? I just trade New York AM. I don't stream it. I think New York AM is fine. I think I just have a higher win rate with the other session just because it's slower and I can do tight stops. So my risk management is pretty on point here. While with AM, you know, some candles are like 50 points in 1 minute. Who's playing this breaker still? It looks much better now. We have all these fair value gap inside that's been respected cleanly. With this closure, I think it's going to be a leg down. I'm just going to personally give it the shot on one of my accounts here. And then if we can take this low, just going to put a set at the previous high again, break even. The breaker qualification is still there, though. Now we got this closure. Looking good here. I just want to see if we can dive straight back down to the next support area at the bare minimum. Stalling again. Yeah, a perfect entry would have been the 70 here. That's a unicorn entry. And what you could do ideally would just be stop at this high. Like you can put a stop at this breaker, but it's like 4 points, 4 or 5 points on NQ. That's way too tight. Better yet, just put a next high. If this gets taken, like you know the setup was not good to begin with. This would be like the first TP here. Like this is pretty clean here. If you got that entry. What support area? I'm looking for the 5 minute on ES here. This is kind of the next area where I would look for longs. Why can't it just break? It's just so slow. What is this PM session right now? This is like snail speed. So much juice happened during the overnight session and the New York AM right off the rip. We had some movements too. Making PM, like, look how tight this PM range so far is. And we're like almost an hour in from PM session. We're looking for one till like closing. This is nothing right now. All the volatility just died. Too many prop firms right now. What would you buy? I think Apex is back 80%. I still wouldn't recommend Apex as the first firm for you to choose. I mean, let me just pull it up what the deals look like. Honestly, it's a riskier firm, but I don't have it listed right now because I'm still working on the cash rebate. But Funded Features Family has a pretty good deal right now. I think it's like 35% off or something. I would TradeFi is very expensive. The sim funded, but it's really good though. Take profit, 50% off. It is expensive too because you have to pay the activation fee. Honestly, my funded features, if you're looking for value, the starter is always the best bang for his buck. I think it's $100 with 5% off is 95, and you get another 5% cash rebate as well. But yeah, funded features family. I what's the current sale right now? Is it 40%? Let me see. I think it's 40. I would go for that one. It's more risky though, like, because they're still a new firm. I tried them out. I got payouts with them. Just don't break any of the rules. So far, they've been pretty good with payouts at least. So until they have like a payout that's not good, it's 35% off. And no activation fee. Is it 40? I see 35% on my end right now. But yeah, we're working on, I think Take Profit Trader, Code Smart would give that cash rebate. In the next few days, we're going to have that set up. It's been a little bit delayed because we're still working on the automation of it. As well as working with the firm. Funded Features Family, we're also working with them. We're kind of waiting on them right now. But Take Profit, it's in our hands. So it's going to be very soon. Anyone who purchased since January 1st till now, you have like, it's like a month and 10 days, like 40 days. We'll give you guys sufficient time to just submit everything. FFF seems sus. It's like they're beefing with what is it, Patrick Whelan. They going back and forth. I'm trying to keep my personal feelings aside. I think their current offering is really good in value right now. No activation fee. It's like Top Step, but no activation fee essentially. You'll probably expect a different price point as well as rules like change possibly, because that's what happens with every firm. You saw TradeFi, right? TradeFi came in with like 50% off, 60% off. And it's funny with higher drawdown, minimal rules, and then as they went, they just slowly changed the rules and made it more sustainable. And that's what happens. So, Code Smart. If you use Code Smart, you also will get the cash rebate once we set it up. Who you got a box match with PW or Danny? How old are they? How old is Patrick Whelan, by the way? Is he 30 something? I feel like he's getting old. He's 35. He's 37. Yeah, I think he's getting too old. How old is Danny? Like 30 or 28 or something? Danny in there throwing a punch. Why Danny? Might as well put Jadon in there. That'll be a quick sweep. Jadon's like tall as hell too, I'm pretty sure. He's like 6'5" or something. This is so weird how we just tease these lows. I'm like a little bit iffy about how the delivery is right now. And for me to get longs, I still like this quick retracement because we'll swoop in as eternal. We'll take the lowest liquidity. And then if we get a 1 minute confirmation anywhere in this breaker, I would take it. But we're kind of just back and forth inside this unicorn right now, which is, I like that it's still respecting. It just, I don't know why the delivery is so dog shit right now, because we're just getting shy by the low by like 1 or 2 points every single time. Like, delivery is horseshit right now. Are you gonna buy NQES? It's likely if this comes down to this area, I'm gonna look for longs on ES because that's the setup for ES. NQ doesn't have the breaker setup because this is the breaker here. This is the high. We have SMT here. So if it's a long setup, I'm gonna play on ES, and it's most likely gonna look something like this. Stop at the breaker low, or I'm gonna probably put it actually at the New York Open and look for a push back up, and it's gonna be somewhere in this 5-minute fair value up here, for like a long entry like this. I'm gonna wait for the 1-minute confirmation though. So let's say we do come back down. The moment we start charting, especially on lower time frame, it could be 30 seconds, could be 1 minute. We flip on a simple inversion or low time frame breaker, then I'll take that trade. How many fund accounts you can have with FFF? It's 4 accounts. 4 fund accounts, which is pretty plenty. It's like kind of the middle point, right? Because most firms do 3 nowadays. Some firms do, a few firms do 5. 4 is like that sweet spot. I don't hate it. I actually don't hate it. Have you got a payout from FFF? 10K payout 2 weeks ago, and I have a healthy, very healthy balance on them right now. I posted the trades I took last week on them, and you can take 60% of your payout, 60% of your balance on your first payout. What do you recommend to trade the funded feature family? Just flip them full DD until funded? What does that mean? Like, you're talking about evals? I have no idea what that means. Pushing higher again. I wanted this long, man. Like, I don't know why we can't get this. We're such in a tight consolidation right now, and we can't even get this freaking long. There's no daily loss limit on them. On the funded, or both on evals and funded. So, yeah, you can trade however you want with them. It's 50% consistency. It's just like Top Step. You have to pass in 2 days, just like Take Profit Trader as well. I just trade them with Take Profit Trader because they have the same rules on the evals, and I just aim for $4,500. Then next day $4,500, and boom, done. But no activation fee is a very sweet spot, right? Because you look at any other firm, let's say Take Profit, it's like 130 activation fee. Look at Top Step, $150 activation fee. And you see funded feature family pricing is very similar to both those firms. So it's basically like the same price point, but with no activation fee, which makes it like a very, very, very good deal. I just probably would anticipate them doing lower discounts, or maybe even include an activation fee, or just tightening the rules somewhere, lowering the drawdown. I don't know. They're gonna do something. Currently, it's like it's at the stage where I could compare it to like TradeFi doing like 50% off. Before they raise the prices too, right? TradeFi raised the prices to be more sustainable, which is still a good offering, but it's not great anymore. When they first launched, first 2 months, it was like the best offering I could even name. But yeah, if you want to try it out, use code SMART. there's something that we're gonna add to that. So hear me out, guys. I'm gonna give you guys, just hear me out for 1 minute, all right? What do you guys think about this idea with a smart prop firm? We'll have a team, a audit team. If anyone who uses our code in your system, your orders in our system, we're gonna do two things, like the cash rebates we already do, right? We're gonna try to work on that. The second part is interesting here. I want to set up something, like we're gonna set up a dedicated fund for that. And anytime a firm, let's say, unjustly deny your payout, and you come to us about it, we'll hear your case, and we'll help mediate for a resolution with the firm if like they don't want to work, if they don't want to like solve it, and we can see that like it's clearly unjust termination or a payout denial. We'll just use our part of our funds to reimburse you for the evaluation or the funded, whatever it is. Something that could help protect people. So because we have already revenue coming in, we give a third of it back to you guys. Maybe we'll set aside another like portion just for refunds, just in case you guys do get screwed over. I can't do it with Apex though. For sure not Apex, because I would need to really have a connect with the firm. So I can do that with TradeFi, I can do it with my fund features, I can do it with funded feature family, I can do it with take profit. Probably not Apex though. Apex is the hard one, because even me, like if I try to talk to the support system, they don't respond back for ages, and they don't give me a quick answer either. Can't do Top Step because here's the thing, it has to be in our system. Top Step doesn't have affiliation anymore. And why would you worry about Top Step? Is Top Step ever gonna deny you a payout? That's the least of your worries. It's more dedicated for, let's say, funded features family. Tick Trader is a little bit iffy sometimes. I mean, TradeFi is also, you have protection. If you guys think that's a good idea, we can build a system for it. Especially with our new platform coming out. It looks pretty good though. Lots of new things, man. I just want to make sure the people around me are good. But this is the new platform right now that we have. It's more quick and it has better interface. It's not fully completed, but we have here with all the firms right now. Take Profit Trader will be the next firm. You have TradeFi, everything the same. It's more seamless. And there's that giveaway as well that we're gonna do for the stream. Basically, you know how we do the guess the number. This is gonna be more streamlined, and you guys can see like who wins, who entered, and the time step who answered first, as well as a referral here. So here's the idea right now. We have a referral coming up, where if you invite someone to use our service, and they do the cash rebate, you get 20% of whatever they get the reward for 3 months. I think that's what we're doing, like 9 days. Lots of new things. And then a new idea that I came up with our team is the prop firm protection plan. Anyone who is in our system will hear a case, will help mediate a resolution with our team, with a firm, with a listed partner firms that we can do it for. And we'll just have that fund just to refund people if they're unjustly denied. Yeah, it's basically prop firm insurance, but you don't have to pay for it. The only thing is, like, as long as it's in our system, we can do something about it. What do you guys think about that? It's only going to be worthwhile to develop if you guys are willing to use it as a feature. Because if only a few people use it, it's not going to be that efficient to build it up. Who's we? It's a few prop trader, and I have my devs. I have 2 devs on payroll, as well as someone else working on the back end. It's like a team of 5 right now. Dude, my cough should be gone already, but I don't know. When I talk a lot on stream, especially, it just comes back. Prop firm insurance. Oh, the future desk is interesting. I was in contact with them just to hear them out because they want to like pitch like their idea with their prop firm. So basically, it seems like you can just customize whatever evaluation plan you want. And if you want more drawdown, it's going to cost more. If you want like less consistency, it'll cost less. If you want more consistency, it costs more. It's like the first firm I saw that I was like, that's not a bad idea. I think I do have a code with them. Let me see. Let me just ask if I do have a code. We can set them with the cash rebate as well. No problem. I think they're more about like building up a trader though than a regular prop firm. But I like the idea of just prop firm insurance because some people, like if you're making like good payouts already, you don't have to worry about it. It's part of the game to get denied or terminated. But for those people who only have a few accounts and it matters to them, especially if you get wrongfully terminated or denied payout, that's more so why I want to develop a fund for that. And we'll just probably dedicate like 10% of the revenue that we get. We already give out a third of it through giveaways and cash rebates. I'm gonna try to give another 10% just for refunds. If we can hear out your case and it's actually not your fault and it's the firm fault, and we do recommend the firm, it's gonna be on us to insure you on that. So I like that approach. What is this here? This is where Trump signed the bill, right? What is happening? If I buy FFF with your code, do I get rebated and protected now if you don't have it set up? It's honestly in our system. If you use a code and we do have it set up, by then we can work it out. Here's the thing though, you want to follow the firm rules carefully. Like say for Fund of Futures Family, one of the most problems with it is people not following one of their rules is the scaling plan. So you know how Top Step you get maxed out, you're not able to do let's say you start a 150K express funded, like you only start with 3 minis. For Fund of Futures Family, they have the same scaling plan, but they don't give you the option to be maxed out with them. So you can enter with 15 contracts right off the rip, and you're not supposed to do that, and that's why people get terminated. And I wish they just have a system where it stops them from doing a certain size. But to the question of if you use a code, any of our partners that have the cash rebate, that's the key there. Like Apex, we don't do any deals with them anymore because their team are not as responsive as we want them to be. But anyone else like TradeFi, My Fund of Futures, now Fund of Futures Family, Take Profit Trader, we can insure you guys in that way. But these are ideas, man. I want to try to revolutionize like prop experience as a prop individual who trades them. We just swept this lower, bought a flip. What the frick, man? Can I? I hate this delivery so much because it's so bullish still. Like if I was short right now, I'd be like, we check the low and then it just reverses instantly. I want to remove this breaker, by the way. We already got invalidated by it. I still like this long here. Like, what is going on? Like with his range, it's so tight right now. Interesting enough, we have a 5-minute fair value gap. Depending on where this closes, we can get a 5-minute inversion, and that could shoot us for lower here. But yeah, everything's a work in progress. If you guys remember, the cash rebate thing was just an idea that you guys wanted. Like, I talked about on stream before, and then we made it happen. Like, months later, we're like, okay, I'm gonna talk to devs and see if we can make it happen. Then we made it happen. Any purchase that you do with us, you get like basically $10 back per purchase. Summer Council on Tradeify will give you like 15-20 bucks back, and it helps people save a lot of money because we're processing like $1,000 per day on weekdays, so like 5,000 rebates per week. It's kind of crazy. Like, I don't know how like this wasn't a thing before. And then now with the prop insurance, hopefully I don't have to use insurance as much, but it's nice to have it there, especially for those who need it. If I were you, I would not do this. It expose you to a bad prop firm situation. Can you elaborate on what that means? Because the thing is, we're gonna only work with prop firms that are reputable. I'm not gonna be partnered or sharing sketchy firms. The only sketchy one I could you can argue with is Fund of Each Family, because they're still new. But the same case was made on TradeFi. I was working with TradeFi early on, and look at them now. Like, they have instant payout, no delays. The moment they have a delay, that's gonna be questionable. But since inception, every single payout has been under 5 minutes for me. So that's a pretty big positive. 7 more seconds for this inversion here. I can just see this as like a lot of internal lows still being held here, especially on ES2. Like, we still have these internal lows here, and we're about to get this 5-minute inversion, which we did here, as well as this 5-minute here. Something tells me we're gonna itch for lower. It's just too premature right now. I don't know. We're gonna work it out. It's gonna be a testing phase, and then if it works well, it's gonna be very good for the community, at least for my community, because we'll have funds just to insure you guys on it. Firms would deny the payout. You put yourself right in between, clean up the mess. There's gonna probably be a limit, because here's the thing: when you're trading a high risk firm, like, high risk usually are the new firms, you put yourself in a situation where you're buying something that is a little bit risky. Like, say that was it the Fund Fast Track Trading? They were good for like the first 3 months, and after they got some delays, their price offering was way too good to be true. And every moment when I was trading them, and I was like talking to my community, I was saying like, I think they have so many red flags, but I'm still gonna use them for a payout. And I got some payouts already with them. A lot of people did, and then there's at one point where they delayed a lot of payouts, and I was still net positive with them. A lot of people were net positive with them too. But I do get the point, Peter. That's only if I do work with firms that are denying payouts. Like, why would I be even think about that, right? So far, I mean, there's not that many firms that do deny payouts though. When's the last time you guys got denied payout from a prop firm? Okay, Apex is such an easy answer. I think it's like more of a fake out, because Apex will not be part of the insurance plan, because I need someone where I could talk to the to their team about it, with our team, about any resolution that we need to communicate with. I even got denied with Apex, so that's why it's not gonna work, because Apex is so weird with how they approve things. They don't make too much sense. Apex will have the highest premium. But yeah, that's the thing though. It'll be free of charge. I'm definitely not going to charge with insurance. It's going to be just based off the commission that we get. We're going to probably hold like about 20% of it just for any refunds that we need to do. And just to elaborate on Peter's case, like, you know, if a firm rejects the payout and my community and our service is pushing the firm, we promote it, we partner with them, there is a little bit of responsibility of like me doing my due diligence and also trying to work with my community on, like, you know, giving them some money back. It depends. If let's say a firm bankrupts, the first thing is going to be just do chargebacks, right? Chargeback with credit card. If that's not possible, then we are going to look to use our fund for the refunds. And there's probably going to be a cap. It's going to be like maybe like 500 per person or something. I don't know. We'll work out the details when we get there. If you guys like the idea, though, we're going to have some devs to iron it out. You might get overwhelmed with requests. That's why we're going to have some people on the team. And, you know, if you're going to use our service that we do for free and try to abuse it, it's not that hard for me to tell our team just to ban you. Some people do the cash rebate and try to fraudulently like submit it, and like I haven't had a point of banning them yet, but I'm just saying, like, this, you didn't do the purchase. We have it in our system. We work with the firm. We get the data from the firm, and I can guarantee you we don't have your order. And they're trying to, you know, scam for the cash rebate. We have the automation for that too. Just anyone who just does anything like with that malicious intent, like, it's an easy ban. Receive a letter in the mail about FT going bankrupt. What did it say? When did you start getting cooked? Oh, when did you start being consistent? I've been getting cooked nonstop for 7 years. Dude, okay, this is a revelation. If you are getting cooked for 7 years, man, you really have to change your approach. You start at 16. You start at a young age. You're 23 now. I'm 23 as well, by the way. 14 on Twitter, 23 everywhere else. 23 in my tax returns. It's not about how long you trade, though. It's about how you did it. And it's about, like, you know, there's two parts of it I would probably elaborate on. It's about how much you did in that year, because my first year, I did put a lot of time. My second year, I did more time than the first year. Third, fourth year has been like double or triple the time. And then like my fifth year now, I'm like literally trading as much as I hitting the same amount of time every last few years that I've been grinding on. So the first part is like, you know, you trade for 7 years, but how much did you trade? And the second part, the other part is how'd you get there? Because if a trading model doesn't work, you move on. You look for something else, and you don't want to keep on moving different trading styles. You want to stick to one that works and refine it to the maximum capabilities. And, you know, after that, you can still add on some new features. You can add an indicator. You can add on like if you want EMAs, you know, go for it. But like slowly add it on. Just focus on one model. For me right now, it's like more ICT based. I trade time alignment with like unicorns, inversions, any entry function, as long as there's a clear draw liquidity, as long as a buy is on point, and immediate draw, and a good risk reward. A good risk reward is also very crucial. You gotta really change your approach though, because if it hasn't been working for 7 years, you're doing something wrong. Peter, Peter. Peter said if you do this, make sure that you are doing this for accounts that people bought using your code. That's exactly the purpose of it. So we, you know, with the cash rebate, we have all the logs for all the purchases from multiple various firms. This insurance is going to only apply to people that have that order in our system, and that's only through the affiliation. That was like the pitching point. I'm not going to insure. We're not going to give the free insurance to someone that is not using our service. That would be pointless. Yeah, Joseph. Let's see. All right, I was messaging someone. Yeah, yeah. Started ICTs in 2020. What do you think your problem is? Maybe this is a good case point just for a average viewer. What do you think your problem is? That's preventing you from being consistent. Is it like emotions? Is psychology? Can you not take a loss? Because I feel like you could trade anything. You could trade trend lines. You could trade RSI. You could trade EMAs, and as long as they have a 50% win rate higher than 50%, you have a controlled risk. Like you can be profitable any setups or any strategies. It has to be something that's dragging you down, and likely it's gonna be risk management or psychology. Unless you can really think about what's stopping you from. If your trade strategy is sound already, if it's clear cut, then it's something else. I think it's a psychology problem that yeah. I don't have that much material on it. I think I always say, like, go for base hits. Don't think about the money. Don't think about numbers. Just focus on the setup and let it play out. Hard stops. And kind of my philosophy is doing it like more of a close one-on-one risk reward, but have a high win rate, because I think that helps with emotion a lot. Because if you have a high win rate, right, you don't have to get killed by a loss. It's gonna make you happy. You're gonna win like 60-70% of the time. It could be a straight one-on-one, and that works for me. For other people though, they want a more higher risk reward so they can eat the loss and be like, okay, 3 losses in a row, 1 win, or break even. There's probably some good inspirational videos, maybe some guidelines out there for psychology. I don't have anything much to it other than just me talking about, it's you versus you. You don't want to self-sabotage. Self-sabotage was same thing for me like years ago. And I don't want to put myself in that situation again where I'll have, like, say, a healthy balance, and off a bad trading day, which I shouldn't be trading, I'll just blow the count. And that's like clear self-sabotage there. What you want to do is look for some people that you could learn and grow with, back tests, show results. For me, it's with Desi and Lento. We have a group chat of 3, and we keep each other very accountable in the aspect of, we show our P&L, we show when we lose, we show when we win, we push each other, and we have like goals where these goals are very big. And it's like, it could be unrealistic at the moment, but we're working towards them, and we try to push each other to our goals. So you surround yourself with good people. And for the most part, if it's a psychology thing, it's also probably about like you over trading. Something that helps me is streaming, and also some that helps other people is watching someone else stream. Because if I'm not touching a button, look at this price action right now. It's been an hour and 60 minutes. This is such a poor price runs right now. Where the delivery is dog shit, and I really haven't pressed that many buttons right now. I'm just waiting for the opportunity. Yeah, I think we can all agree this price action right now for PM is pretty dog water. Your stream keeps me from overtrading. I think that's the number one most linked to self-sabotage is when you're overtrading. And it kind of ties into more trading where you're not supposed to be trading. It could be like, if you're trading New York AM and PM, and then you wake up, you're like, oh, I want to check Asia price action. You don't know how Asia works. You don't know any fundamentals about Asia, and you try to just recklessly trade them, and then you take a loss on them. Like, that's not, you have no experience with them. That's one, like trading out your session, out your kill zone. The other part is, if price action is very poor, like kind of how it is right now, we're just kind of seeking showing right now in a very tight range. Unless you're expecting that, anticipating that. If you're anticipating us to break out while we're seeking shorting multiple times, that's going to be not that fun for you when you get stopped out. So if your problem is over trading, look how many trades you took today, last week, like each weekday, right? And if it's like, let's say 10 trades, you try to reduce that by 50%. See what happens. See your results then. Reduce it even lower if you can. And then at the point where you're just gonna be like, I only want to look for 1 or 2 trades per day instead of 10 trades, and these trades are gonna be high quality setups. Do you adhere to the rules of how days before CPI is low probability? I have the idea of it, but it's not gonna stop me from not trading. You know, because we have CPI Wednesday. Am I gonna trade tomorrow? I'm still gonna trade tomorrow, but it's gonna be with proceeding with cautious. That main delivery might not be as clear. SMT here. I think this is gonna actually fall off the cliff here. We didn't really get above too much on this either. We're building a lot of resistance. I wish we took this high because I'll be more convicted. It's just, what are these lows here that has not get ran yet? I wish I could give you some good trades, but if not, guys, stay tuned on the Discord. I'll post a link to the Discord. We're gonna be trading in this chat here. Asia trading here. I'll just send a link on this. If you want to trade Asia, it's gonna be 8 to 12. This is kind of what my message is. Focusing 8 p.m., which is where a lot of like Japan and other starts picking up. I'm not gonna trade right at open at 6 p.m. Feature open, but it's gonna be 8 to midnight. It's 4 hours. I'm not gonna be glued to charts, but I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna set price alerts. I'm gonna commentate, and we're gonna look for trades together. And main focus is to let the trade trail to main target. So let's say we do a 10-point stop on it on NQ. You just if the target's like 50 points, you want to see if we take a turn low, and just let that ride all the way down. That's the main objective for my Asia. And that's what we did my last trading session with Asia. This is what the setup was. Let me see if I have it. I think it was this trade here. No, it was this trade here. 15-minute inversion. We have this internal low as well as this main internal low. We flipped it. I talked about shorts in the chat. This is the first TP, and I just want to see if we can get the second target. It was about like 14-point stop. First TP was like 30 points. And then next TP would have been like 70. That's the main thing. Like, I could get stopped multiple times, but I want to see if I can go for the big targets. This PA is just dog water right now. Damn, what is this price action right now? I can't even get a trade. I really wanted to trade last night, but I was still stuck on the Super Bowl. Price action is dookie though. How can you people watch that? Oh, you're talking about the price action? I just hope at price action we get some good delivery coming in, but so far not so much. 2 p.m. opening right now. Wait, is the Discord not working? Let me just look for the Discord link then. Try this one. We're gonna be using this this channel to trade, and eventually, let's say we get a nice Asia session, I'm gonna look to just go on YouTube on this channel and stream it. But for now, this is a channel for it, and I'll post my what my alerts are. What do you guys think about this inversion here? Is that too premature? We took the Asia high already, or New York high here, and NQ is the weaker asset right now. I actually like this play here. Needs some displacement, to be honest. If we inverse this, I want to see this really take it down. Probably keep it this high here. How you determine what is a weaker asset? It's because New York ES took the New York high. ES took the New York high. NQ didn't. We have SMT here, bearish SMT for NQ, bullish on ES, and we're also making lower highs while ES making higher highs. I still like these relative lows, internal lows right now. It's like just kind of stacked. You know, we've just been pushing highs every single time. I want to see this get really taken here. Sorry. I didn't mean to cough in the mic like that. Good close, good move here. This will be also that breaker now. And with this closure, we'll also get this breaker down too. Are we in a 5-minute bullish breaker? I don't think I see any. Unless you're talking about this one, which we already took a high. I'm not gonna really count that. Smash this lower. How far can you go here? Let's see if we can get this turn low. I'm still looking at a potential long opportunity on ES, by the way. Oh, it should be sell side. So what I reference here is if this is a short model that we're looking at, this is still, if ES can really go all the way back down here, I would like to flip back up. Because this is like a very tight long and we can go for the next high again. Something like this is not bad. So we have this breaker form here. Inversion, we invert this low. We inverted really low though, but we're retracing back inside this previous breaker here. It's too tight. I want to see ES hold down below this breaker too. So I want to move this above, back inside this inversion, because we have this inversion closure all the way down here instead of above. So ideally, we want to look for a retrace back inside to slam lower, as well as this breaker too. So if you want to get some ads inside this breaker, I'm going to try that, put a stop its previous high. Look for ads inside the inversion as well as the breaker. About like 8-point stop on this. I'll give it a shot. We still have some lows below. I'm going to likely kill the trade very quickly if we get a closure above the inversion. I want to see a quick reaction off of it. So we have bearish SMT here. I want to see this hold. But it might be just way too ambitious for 2 days price action. Because what is this range right now? It's like a 30-point range in Asia. Or not Asia, New York PM. Such a tiny range. Let's see if we get a reaction off of it. ES is just really bullish still because we have bullish signature there. I would have marked this holding as a breaker, but we didn't get a nice close down. It has the same qualification again, but we can still use this candle here. It's going to go in this breaker here. I'm just going to put a stop at this previous high. With this SMT here, ideally this should hold it back, but let's see. We're going to give it a shot. I'm getting filled in right now. Stop at this previous high, about 8 points. It's a very tight range. I'm looking for a push all the way back down to this low as well as all the way down here. So I'm going to get filled in here. And I'm going to be careful about where we're going to close here. If we close inside the breaker and close out of it, that's ideal. I'm gonna give it a very tight stop. I know you guys don't like this trade right now. Give it a very tight stop because I still see a lot of liquidity resting below. It's gonna be like maybe a B-C setup right now with this delivery, but I'm gonna try to keep a tight stop. If we can get a close, ideally on this low, I'm gonna set a break-even stop real quick. Very tight stop still. Most likely would not hold it all the way to this hard stop here, because if we get closure above this high, I'll probably get rid of it already. All right, so looking for this previous low here. Look at 30-second check. If we close above, break even stop. Looking for this is our main TP. I don't know why the price action range is so tight though. Look at this AM range so far. Premium discount. This is about 30 points, so even if I get 10 points, it's already big enough. I'm like 5 right now, like, but that's already what, 20% of the range, or 50% of the range. This is also a premium discount delivery here. I just hate these. I just hate really when PM price range is that tight, because you don't really get much out of it. I mean, the only thing is you get a lot of tight stop opportunities, but besides that, everything's just very tight. We just hit this area, so if we go back up beside the breaker, I might just kill that trade. I have break even on right now. It's if it takes me out, who cares? I have it 74. Ultra high time frame buys. It's still long. It's still bullish. It's more of a counter trend scalp right now to see if we can take out these internal lows and look for a long launch pad down here. You have an Asia session. Do you have a London session? We have a London session. If you aren't aware, we have Desi live streaming in London on this channel from I think 2:30 Eastern time all the way to 4:30 or 4-ish. He's in Taiwan right now, but he did about 2 or 3 streams last week. And then when he comes back for next week, we're gonna have a schedule. We're gonna do 3 to 4 sessions per week for London streams. So yeah, you're basically asking something that we already have planned, which is nice because now you're looking forward for it. Yeah, how many people tune in to one of Desi's streams? I think first one he did 70 points, really good delivery, and the second second stream, it was like he told me it was like 1-1-1-2, like 1 win, 1 loss. Yeah, so you guys know the gist of it already. For what is this back and forth? Can we get some delivery, please? I don't know. I have a 74 stop right now. Break even. I'm just gonna set it like this. I don't want it to come back above this breaker. That's the thing. And it's a very tight stop of that, and we're still in a tight range. So stop was moved from this high. It was 8 points. Now it's just about the same stop or same entry. Where's my fill? It's dookie. It's 2:30. I don't think we're gonna get any. This is probably the last attempt here, and it's gonna be another break even here. I just hit break even on it and that break even. Which is, it sucks because we did take the internal low that I wanted. It gives you about like 7 points, which is almost a 1-1, but I'm still going for the main sell side. Oh shit. Well, I gotta do that. I don't think there's any additional setups. Yeah, PM was pretty awful today. It was really, really awful today. I'm just setting it break even because I don't want a trade that's kind of back and forth to play out for too long. This is somewhat like a BPR here too. There's a break in market structure. I don't really use break in market structures because if you use break in market structure, you just play both sides back and forth and you get chopped up. I look for SMT. I look for breakers, which is like a failure of a certain PD rate, and the market respecting one side versus the other now. To be honest, this is not trading. It is not. I mean, this trade here on the breaker at 74, 73s, we're up like 6 points on it, 7 points on it. You could take that right there. I was going for a complete run, about 15 points. Do what you will with it, and I think I just got stopped even sniped there. If this does sell off, let's see. You don't even know because it's such a tight range, and we're just seeking shorting right now. But what I do know is look at all these wicks right here, as well as ES. The bodies are closing higher, but the wicks are closing lower. Eventually, we're gonna see that get cleared. My trade volume is typically low unless it's like kind of like very tight risk type of trades like this one here. It was like 8 points. I set up break even very quickly. So I won't even count that as like a trade that I want to take because it's a break even. And it's more tight to begin with. But if I'm looking for A+ setups, it's usually like 1 or 2 trades a day. For the funded features family, I use the 150Ks. The 150Ks has the best value. I would go for that one. That's the best one in my opinion. And now we're playing through. If you're still in this breaker trade, if you didn't do break even like I did, it just retapped the breaker again, and we're still started selling off again. Would it be crazy if I just tap back in and then go for the hello again? I should have just left the break even stop this high, to be honest. We'll be going back inside this previous BPR essentially. And notice how the BPR is respecting very well as well as the breaker. I want to see this deliver down now. It feels so sick to be in a trade for this long duration and just go back and forth in like a 5-point range. It feels disgusting. It's filthy price action. But this is still panning out right now. Oh, there he is. There it is. All right, I'm going for this lows. I'm gonna slam down to it. This is the first grill delivery we're about to get here. Holy crap. Yo, slam these lows real quick. Impulse through them. Don't equal. Peter Canal back at it, talking shit. I don't know what. Okay, Peter, what is up with you with people longing? Are you like the biggest bear right now? These last stream, there were some long setups. I liked it, worked out. You're like, why would you long this? And it played out beautifully. We had like 50-point delivery off of it. And then now, I mean, this is a short play, and you're still hurting people that are bullish, even though we're not even bullish. What is up with your bias on it? We're gonna likely just wrap it up after this plays out. We're gonna do a giveaway, and then end the stream. Very poor delivery. Like this is the range it has. About 30 points on NQ and about like 10 points on ES. This is actually a bigger range on ES. On NQ is not a very good range at all. But it was very tight unless you're playing like the edges because you don't know the edges. So it might seem like 30 points that you can play back and forth, but like realistically, this is what we see here. Kind of like the delivery. This was the main consolidation. Consolidation is about like 18 points back and forth. So with this play kind of playing out right now, you basically got 12 points, which is like half the PM range right now, from premium all the way to the lows. How would you trail it? Okay, how I would do it and how I would do it for Asia and what Lanto would also probably. You're looking for a closure at this previous low, right? And then the next previous high that's established. This is not a previous high. You want to go for the next previous high, which you don't really have much either. We're going to just probably put it at break even right now and let that continue. And the next one we could probably put on this high here. If we get a strong displacement, this will be the next. We could do this next high. So if it does come back up, you know, you're out like 5 points from that previous low. But we continue displacing, you're actually up more. And ideally, you can also move that to the previous low. So like, if it comes back up, you're gonna exit at the same price point where you already plan to. So no harm, no foul. But if it keeps on selling off, let's say it goes to the next low here, that'll be additional, what, about 16, 17 points? Ideally, you want to put it at the next safe high, though, if you really want to trail it safely. I'm going to take a piss real quick, and then we'll probably do the giveaway and talk about more. I'm back. Let's run the giveaway. Let's go. All right. Which giveaway do we guys want to run it? I don't have the thing set up for the platform where we can automatically do it yet with the open and close. We can do the manual way, or we can do type your username. We can do guess a number. How do you guys want to run it? Say in the chat here. Range, username, I think everyone wants a username. We're probably gonna see username then. It's the easiest way. let's do a combination then. How about with that? We'll do username, but we're gonna do it in a way. Okay, you guys haven't. You guys gotta wait for me to comment it. Now a lot of people are not gonna be qualified. Hang on, let me find the copy and paste message. All right, like, stream, and comment YouTube username one time. We're gonna do a combination just for fairness. You're gonna do the username. We're gonna do a number generator. We're just gonna count based off the placement of it. Just so people don't think it's rigged or not, because we do give away these accounts for free. We do them daily. And if you guess twice, you're disqualified. We'll just guess for the next person. Pretty clear cut. All right, we're still selling off. Didn't take a previous high yet. The next low, we're like seeing down here 42. I'll give you guys another minute here. We'll pick one at 351. I have mine at break even right now. Looking for these lows. Oh, we are cooking. I actually did not realize the points right now. We are cooking, guys. I'm just gonna go probably flat now at 41 because I want to get off. We'll do 42, just a tick above the sell side. It's either break even. If we get a closure under this previous low, I'll move it to the next high. But I have them set up right now. All right. Yeah. Or we'll pick one now. All right. I'm gonna do the number generator. Ooh, it's a long number. Freaking gosh. I'm gonna count it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 14, 16, 17, 18. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's see. Okay. The number generator was 79, and my counting is saying this guy. And we're gonna test it. We're gonna look at the bot, see if he guessed multiple times. If he didn't, he'll win. Don Sue Christian is the winner, though. Let me check. He didn't guess multiple times. Okay, clear winner. All right, we're very close to his main sell side right now. Can we get it? Honestly, though, looking at ES sake, though, ES feels like it has more room to go here. Like with NQ, probably be dragged down at like low 30s. But I'm gonna take it at this internal low here. The 15-minute internal low is gonna be ideal for me right now. Congrats to Don CEO. You can DM me on Discord, and I'll handle upstream. You can pick what I like to do right now. You can pick whatever account you want. You can pick from a 50K MyFit Futures, 50K growth TradeFi, 50K take profit, or just $55 cash. So DM me Discord, and then I'll handle there. All right. This trade is panning out very nicely. that's gonna wrap it up here. I'll see you guys in Asia, guys. I still have this trade. It got very close to my TP. I hate the feeling. Like, I know Lanto tells me don't worry about it because like you already have it set. I'm gonna set at this internal high. Damn. You're kind of giving back some points. Maybe I'll take one off, at least. I have to take another off. It kind of ruins my average. Okay, there it is. I'll do that, so I don't feel as bad. I hate getting emotional, or not emotional, but like feeling a type of way based off of like a trail method, because it feels like I just gave back like 10 points right there when the max TP that I was looking for was like another 3 points. It feels really iffy, but we're gonna be looking for Asia starting at 8 p.m. tonight, going all the way to midnight. I'll commentate some trades there. If you guys want to tune in, there's a Discord. Join the Discord. And I'll wrap it up here, guys. Asia, 8 p.m. Eastern time, yeah. It's gonna be in the Discord. It's likely not gonna be streamed because Asia's very slow in the aspect that I'm not gonna be sitting YouTube stream for 4 hours. Unless it's a good session, then I might hop on Discord or YouTube for a little bit. But besides that, we're gonna be on Discord commentating. All right, see you guys.